Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late today, a couple minutes, but I made it. So we are going to get started here. I guess I forgot to introduce myself. So my name is Tracy Frith. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sherwood Park, Alberta. There we go. And today I wanted to show you some cards, or a card, using the gorgeous garden dies. So these are brand new to me. They're a new item in the latest catalog. Let me just show you the dies. If I can find, oh, there they are. Okay, so this is one of them. It's got the flowers on it, so that one's really pretty. I haven't used that one yet. And then the one I'm going to use today is the leaves. So you get both of these dies. And these are what people are calling standalone dies. So they don't actually coordinate with a stamp set. They're just the dies on their own. So therefore standalone dies. All right. So what I'm going to do today. So I had something different in mind when I was trying to prepare last night. So I did this. So what I did with this is I took my blending brushes, and I just did some blending with 3 different greens. So I think I used Lemon Lime Twist, Granny Apple Green, and what was my third one? Parakeet Party. So I just did some blending of that, but they all there's a few different shades, but it all kind of looked the same, and it was really light, and I just wasn't happy with how it, I mean, I liked it. It's very pretty, but I wasn't happy with how I wanted to use it on my card. So I tossed that aside and I came up with a different idea. So this one I haven't, well, neither one of them I put together, but yet, but we'll see if this works. So what I did is I have a card base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this one is Lost Lagoon. So Lost Lagoon is my card base. And then I'm using a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is from Masterfully Made is the name of the paper pack. So when I first saw this one, I was like, it's very busy. I don't really think I like that one. But last month, Stampin' Up! Had a sale on designer paper, and my mom and I decided to order a few and to split the packages. So this was one that she had wanted. And I do like the colors in it. Like it's nice and bright and vibrant, and but I wasn't sure. But it does have some pretty pieces in it. So you get this one, and this is the B side, and this is the one I'm going to actually use. Is this one? And I believe the colors in this one are Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon, which is why I picked that one. So there's that, and then I'll just show you the other pieces in this. The papers in this one. So you get 2 of each of these sheets, and they all have designs on both sides. So this was one. I'll flip it over. So it looks like torn paper is kind of the theme with this. And this one's neat with the roses and whatnot. And this one actually kind of reminded me, my mom has a picture that a friend of ours did for her. She took a photograph of one of the gardens at her house, and the friend used torn paper and recreated the photograph as an art piece, and it's really pretty. So this kind of reminded me of that. And then this piece, this one, and that one, again with the roses. And the last one, this one's really similar to the one I'm using, but a little bit different color scheme. And I like the back on this one too. It's really pretty. All right, the colors in that paper, there's a whole bunch of them. So we have, I just wrote them out here. I can put that on the screen. So there's Azure Afternoon is one of the new colors. Sweet Sorbet, Berry Burst, Crushed Curry, Fresh Frieza, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly is another new color. Lost Lagoon, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, and Pumpkin Pie. So there's lots of colors in here. and lots of kind of brighter colors. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. And so for that, I cut out this piece, and I can't remember the measurements on this one. 4 by, ooh, I think it's 5 15/16. So on my cutter, I went to this little notch. So 1 notch under the 5.5. There, so it's not quite an 8, so I believe it's a 16th. We're gonna go with that. And you could do it a little bit bigger if you want. You can do it the whole 5.5. Well, you can't do 4 1/4. I guess you could. You could do 4 1/4. You just have it would cover the whole front of your card. And I believe that's what I did with this piece before I cut it out. Yeah. So this one is your 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's what it would look like on your card front. Let's go ahead and fold this so you can get a better idea of that. There we go. I'm happy to be back this morning. I had a couple of weeks where I couldn't come on. We had my grandson was staying with us for, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, for a few days while his parents were out of town. And then last week I was away. We went on a little bit of a holiday. So yeah, so this is what it would look like on the card front. So it'll cover the whole thing if you do it that big. So I've chosen for this one to go slightly smaller. And I may trim some off once we've got the die cut out. All right. And then I have 2 little pieces. I believe they're both about a 1/2 inch wide, or just slightly larger than 1/2 inch this way. And I just left them however big they are. I'm going to trim them off a bit, but I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that yet. So I thought I would leave it for now. All right. And then I've got some other stuff that I'm going to use as well, but I'll start with these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start, and I'm going to take this over to my die cutting machine and cut that. So I'm just going to line this. I will center this over the paper here and then run it through the machine. And let's see what it looks like when we come up. Let's see if I can get it centered here. Sometimes I find it hard to center things on designer paper because the pattern throws it off for me. Oh, goodness. Phone is ringing.
Call from Alberta.
Okay. Now the trick is, can I pick it up off the table again? I should have maybe cut my piece a little bit wider. Okay, we're going with that. Hopefully it's kind of straight. If not, we'll trim it the best we can. All right. So it came off the die really nicely, which is good. I'm just going to pull over my little garbage bin, which you probably won't be able to see on camera, but that's okay. And I'm just going to pop out all the little extra bits here. You can use, and I should have pulled mine out. We have a tool. We actually have a tool that attaches to your take your pick tool. It's got a little rolly brush on the end. And if you kind of roll it, leave it in the die, so I would leave it in my die here and roll it, the tool over, it'll pop out most of these little pieces. I have the old version of that, which is just a brush on its own, not one that attaches to the tool. But I didn't think to bring it out, so I don't have it today. But they're pretty easy to get out anyways. All right. So I was watching a video the other day. It was Lisa Alto, so she goes by LA Stamper. Is her kind of business name. And she did a card. She always does, she calls it Simple Card Sunday. And she makes actually 3 versions of a card. So she makes like a simple version, and then she steps it up a little bit, and then she makes kind of an over-the-top one. So I was watching that, and she, when she posted the after, she posted like a sketch of the card she did. So that was sort of my starting inspiration point. So thank you, Lisa, for that. Of just kind of the basic design of the card. She didn't use this. She did something with stamping, but instead of die cutting. But the pattern that, or the, where all the pieces went, I guess, was sort of the inspiration for that. All right, so I thought that we could put that on here. And you know what? I actually don't mind it. So it's going to have a border on the sides, but not much of one on the top and the bottom. I'll center it just a little bit so that there's just a slight one on the top and a slight one on the bottom. So I think I'm going to leave it like that because these edges are very small and I don't think I want to risk trying to trim them off. If I left my starting piece a little bit bigger, then that would have been easier to do, but I didn't. So I'm not going to. So I have that. All right. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on, get that done. Oh, I actually quite like that side too. Huh. Oh. I'm not going to use that today because this is the back, but I may use that idea another day. That's really pretty. All right. Yes, I really like that. Quite like that idea. All right, grab some glue here. And again, if you wanted to, you could put an adhesive sheet on the back of your designer paper before you cut it out. I didn't do that. Number one, I always forget. I kind of half thought of it this time, but I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to make this all work, so I thought I'll just leave it. You don't have to necessarily glue all of these little things down. I will try and get some around the edges here because I don't have a very thick border. And they will sometimes get caught when you're putting them in and out of the envelope. So sometimes I like to try and get as much glued down as I can, but for the sake of time today, I'm not going to stress too much. I'll get these ones that are around the edges because that'll give it a little bit of stability on the edge. So I want to be careful too that I'm not going too thick with the glue because I don't want it to squish out. Okay, we'll see how that works. All right, so while I'm putting this on, I'll just try and let you know about a couple things that are coming up here. Or one for sure. Oh, we got a couple. I will be posting some of this stuff, maybe not today, but later in the week. And we just have a couple of promotions happening now. So we've got our Paper Pumpkins, our subscription box. The newest one is, oh, I got that not straight at all. The newest one you can order until July 10th. So you got a couple more days for that, and I will post a reminder of that. And then the other thing that's happening here in a couple of days, starting on the 6th of July, we have our bonus days happening. So I haven't had these for a little bit. There we go. I think I like the way that shows through there. So this is going to be kind of a little bit more of a monochromatic card. Sort of tone on tone. Yeah, so the bonus days from July 6th to the 31st. For every $60 that you spend, you get a $6 coupon that you can redeem in August. There's no limit on the amount of coupons you can get. So you can do it on a single order or on multiple orders. I don't think they will add together if you do it on multiple orders, but anyways, yeah, so I believe, I couldn't find the information. I did look, but I believe that you can, that potentially Paper Pumpkin might also count towards that. I will try and find out, but for right now, I think that it's possible, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, so that's something you can look at as well. All right, now, so bonus days, July 6th to the 31st, and I will post more information on that. And then I'm going to move on with this. So the other thing I did is I punched or die cut a circle. So this is from the Stylish Shapes dies, and it is it's the middle circle. So it's right in the middle for size. All right, so I did that, and I did that out of Lost Lagoon. And then I've done a couple things here. I die cut that same piece again out of vellum. So I'm not sure which route I'm going to go. I'm going to play with it a little bit while we're online here. I also cut out a few leafy bits from the, what's it called? Timeless something. Timeless Arrangements dies. Okay, so I'll show you what I used here. I used this leaf. I used this one, and this one. So I just cut out a few of each of those. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go yet. I'm going to try, I think, and cut some of these out and see how it looks. But if not, then I'll use those. All right. And then for my greeting, I wasn't sure on this either. I'm having a hard time making decisions today. So I think I'm going to try this one. So this is from the Timeless Arrangement stamp set. And I found the one that says, "You Make Me Smile." All right. Because I thought that can be used for lots of different things. So I'm going to attempt for this one. Sorry, my table that I'm using has a bit of a bump in the middle. I think I'm going to go, no, you know what? I think I'm going to go Pretty Peacock. I was debating between the Peacock and the Lost Lagoon for the greeting. But I've got, this is Lost Lagoon, so I think I'll make this a little bit darker so it stands out a little bit more. And the Peacock is just a little bit darker. And I'm going to put it closer to the right-hand edge of my strip here. Perfect. All right. My other option I was going to use was the sending birthday wishes from the Wildlife Wonder. But I thought we'll go with this one for now. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to cut this down to Do I want to do 4 inches? Or do I want to do 5.5? No, I'm going to do 4. I'm going to cut it down to 4 inches. So it'll be the same width as my die cut piece. There we go. That can go away. All right, now let's see if we can get this all put together. So my original thought, based on what I saw the other day, yeah, that's going to have to go. We're going to put the circle underneath. And then, sorry, I am having a hot flash here, so I'm turning my little fan on, so hopefully it doesn't get too noisy in the video. All right, so then I thought what I could do is I could cut out some of these little leaves from the die. So I'm going to start by separating them from the edge here. And then we can play a little bit and see what we like and what we don't like. And then I guess while I'm doing this, I can talk about our other stuff that's going on. So I believe starting, today's the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to any of my American friends that might be watching. But starting tomorrow, so starting the 5th, I think it's the 5th of July, we have a new, there's some new online exclusive product coming available. So I've done a quick look a while ago, but I need to go on and look again. I know there's a really nice Christmas set, and I can't remember what else is on there, but there's, like I said, new online exclusive product that's going to be available, so that you can see. If you go to my webpage, which is this address right here, so tracyfrith.stampinup.net. And then if you click, I think if you click on the Shop With Me link or tab, it will take you to anything that's available online as well as in the catalog. All right, so I'm not sure. We could use this. I might like that actually. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this here. Okay. So yeah, if you go to my webpage and go to that Shop With Me tab, you should be able to find that online exclusive stuff. And with that, you just kind of never know how long it's going to be there. So some of it will last, they'll bring it back, they'll like do a second run of it. Some of it will be gone when it sells out. So if you see something that you like, try and jump in and get it ordered right away. Okay, so there's that. And I could cut out and add a second piece as well. Or my little pieces. I kind of like that one. Let's see what these ones look like. So these ones I thought I would kind of do, I'm not going to use that big one. I'll just tuck them underneath there. I think I kind of like that big one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Okay, toss those aside. I like this, but I think I'm going to trim this off. that under. And then maybe I can add that on the side that way. Yeah, I think I like that, actually. Let's go with that one. All right. So I'm going to get these other little pieces out of the way. All right, let's figure out how we're going to put this together. So I think I am going to glue my vellum pieces on. And I'm just going to go down at the bottom here. So this glue will show through the vellum when it dries. So I'm going to just be careful where I put it. But I will show you another tip that I also learned from the same video from Lisa. So we'll see. I'll give it a try and see how it works. I'll pop that back up where I had it. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get this all together and then I'll show you my other little tricks. So I think what I'm going to do here, I just want to make sure I have the bottom edges of the vellum covered where I put the glue. Right about there. And then yeah, so then I'm going to put some adhesive here. Kind of right in between that spot. I know this is kind of a little bit finicky today. Okay. Too far over. Okay, so I think about there is good. I could rotate this just a little bit more, but I'm going to just not press my luck too much and leave it there. Okay, and then on this side, I'm going to add some dimensionals. If I can find some dimensionals that aren't used up. Where did I put? Oh my goodness. I should have some right here, but they don't seem to be there. Get rid of the fan because now I'm cold. All right, I'm just going to use what I have here. So if you haven't seen this before, you can take the edges of your dimensionals. So all of my dimensionals are gone from these pieces, but you still have the edges. So I'm just going to cut those up and use those because I can't find my full packages. So I'm sure they're around somewhere. I just don't know where I have them right now. All right, so we will put that. Put one more here. I wonder, actually, let's get this one. There we go. Just a little narrower, it fits in a bit better. Okay, I'm gonna go like that. So I'm just going to place it on, and then I can decide if that's really what I want to do. And then that will go down in the middle. Or do I want to? No, I'm going to put. Actually, I'm going to leave this. But I am going to put some dimensionals on the top here. I'll do one more. Yes, this is a good way to make sure you get your money's worth and use up all of your dimensional bits here. All right. And then I think I'm just going to leave that bottom edge open. All right, we'll take the backs off all of those. So yeah, so I hope everybody had a good long weekend. It was a little rainy here, but we managed to do some stuff anyways. We went yesterday to an Edmonton Stingers basketball game, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. There was lots of people there. The tickets were really reasonable price, and it was free parking. And then all of the food and drinks and stuff were all like $5 or under. So they really try and make it a family friendly or family affordable event, I guess. So they play in the summer, and it's like a professional-ish type league. I think it's the Canadian Elite Basketball League or something that it's called. There. All right. So we've got that. So now... so we did that yesterday, and it was quite fun. We took our little grandson, and he had a blast. Got his picture taken with the cheerleaders at the end of the night, so we laughed at that. All right, so now I'm just going to make sure somewhere, where did I put it? I have a little cloth. And I don't know where I put it. Okay, I had it like 5 minutes ago. There it is. All right. I just keep a little rag. You could use baby wipes too. And then, so what Lisa did, she just put a little bit of glue on her finger. And then she kind of just took a couple of the leaves and just lightly put some glue that way using her finger. So I thought, we'll see how it works. Because she said then it doesn't show through when it dries like it normally does if you do it this way. So let's try it. Do one more little batch here. I know what I sometimes do is I use a sponge and put the glue on. And that works really well as well, but I thought maybe this would be a little bit, then I have this sticky sponge that I can't clean off. I thought we'll give this a try because it might be just a little bit less messy maybe. All right, so that'll keep some of the ends down at least. All right, so there we have it. And then I think I've got that straight-ish. What I should have done, but I didn't think ahead, is I should have put some kind of a bow. So, I know, I'm kind of dragging on this video today. Let me see what I can think of. I'm going to go see what I can find for ribbon or twine. So bear with me for just a second. Usually I have my box out here, but apparently I put it away. All right, let's see what we have here. I should have somewhere. Obviously not in here. Okay, hold on. I should have some white baker's twine or something along that line. Okay, here we go. All right, I don't have, this is old. I think it's a thicker baker's twine than what we normally carry, but white baker's twine we have. So I'm just going to make a little bow. Come on. Oh, goodness. I don't know what I've got going on here. Let's try that again. We'll go a little bit bigger and then I can maybe adjust it after. There we go. All right. Kind of even. We're going to go with that. I also was watching a video the other day and I saw a really neat trick that I didn't know you could do with this stuff. I don't know if it'll work on this one. I might try. So she took the long ends here, and you know how you curl that curly Christmas ribbon? Well, she did that with this. So let's see. I don't know if it will. I might not have a long enough piece here. No, it's not working for me. But when she did this, and maybe it's because this is a thicker twine, but her end's all curled. Not quite like the ribbon, but it was cute anyways. Okay, I think I've got a little bit too long of ends, but I'm going to put that down. I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue, and then I'll just trim the ends off after. Could use a glue dot for this too, but sometimes I find when I use those on the twine, it kind of sticks out the edges. The glue dots are a little bit big. Then I'll just trim the ends off just a little bit here. Oh, goodness. Apparently I'm trimming the edges off first and then gluing this back down. That's what I get for using liquid glue. All right, that should eventually stick down. All right, so there is my card. I didn't do the inside, but I will put a white piece on the inside and then trying to maybe decorate it a little bit. I might. Nope, I'm not sure how I'll decorate it, but anyways, I think I'm very happy. I might take a little strip of this paper and put it down the side. That might be what I do for that. But yeah, I think I really like that card. And I'm anxious to try using the flip side and doing that same idea of this designer paper because that was really pretty on the other side. All right. So again, thank you for watching, whether it's the live or the replay. I would love to see your comments. Let me know if you share the video too. I love to see if you share it with other people. That would be fantastic. And there might even be a prize involved if you share. Might even be able to donate a card or two as a prize if you are wanting to share my video. That would be great. I will post it up on my YouTube channel as well. So if you didn't catch it, you can also watch it there. And the YouTube channel is also Artfully Stamped with Tracy on YouTube. So yeah, have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Let me know if you want to order anything. I would suggest that you wait till at least July the 6th. Do it sometime between the 6th and the 31st so you can get those bonus day coupons. If you are going to place an order, I would love to help you out with that. and I will see you again next week. Oh, one important thing though, next week I do have to change my times over the summer. My full-time job, I will be switching my hours, so it'll be more daytime work, I believe. So keep watching. I will post a time once I figure out exactly what my work schedule is going to be. I should hopefully have that figured out within the next couple of days. All right, thanks again, and I will see you next week.